Hello YouTube friends and welcome. Today I have for you a hobby tips and tricks and also a hobby tool hybrid video. So we will be talking about a wet palette. So if you are asking what is a wet palette, maybe you are new to the hobby of miniature painting, or maybe you are new to all this this new stuff around how to better prepare for your painting journey, not only for miniatures but maybe model painting in general, or maybe painting some art pieces. So when you are referring to a wet palette, then basically it means you are not painting from the pot or from a standard plastic palette, but you are using a moisturized platform. And what that is, basically, you can make it by yourself very easily. You need just some kind of container, preferably which is really tight, and you can seal it to prevent moisture escaping from it. And then you can use just a few napkins and just your regular baking paper, which is your standard parchment paper, which is not coated with any kind of silicone or fat-based film, because the water will not come through that kind of paper. So when you are starting painting, like I did use the paint from the pot, then I translate it from pot to just a regular plastic surface or paper surface. But all of those surfaces will give you around, depends on the amount of paint you are using, give you around 15 to 25 minutes tops. And on that time, when you are not heavily diluted your paint, it will just dry out. So basically it will not flow from your brush, and you cannot continue with your work. So one of the options is, of course, using a wet palette. Another option is, of course, using a special mixture of chemicals, which are fluid slow dry retarders. So what that does, it does for you that it will give you a little bit more time from the point when you are mixing your paint and the time when the paint dries out. But in my opinion, I had problems with this kind of agents, because you need to use a small amount, because when using a large amount, then it changes the chemical composition of the paint. And I had problems on applying a second or third layer on the paint that was treated with this kind of retarders. So therefore I have not used them again, and did try out the wet palette, and that gave me, I would say, around 4 to 5 hours while open and nicely moisturized. And after that time, just I did add a little bit of more water or Liami medium, these kind of acrylic binders, to the paint, and could continue again. So if you want to make your own wet palette, then you need some kind of container. Like I mentioned, you can buy them on eBay or on your local grocery stores. This did cost me, I know around $2. It looks like it's air sealed. So and this will give you a small palette. Maybe if you're doing some highlights, you can use, I don't know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 15 little globs of paint, and you are set. Then of course you can get yourself a larger container. In my opinion, if it is nicely squared, that will give you a much better surface to work, because when you have these rounded corners, then you need to cut around and you will not get a perfect fit, and that will cause you problem like overspilling of water, getting inside. That can get a little bit messy. Also, this is another larger variant I have used. This was primed, but I have not used it because I had no time to paint. And lastly, if you want to spend a little bit more money, then you can buy yourself a Everlast wet palette. This will cost you 35 euros plus shipping, and it will give you a really nice product for your hobby. So if you are painting on budget, then of course the baking paper and Tupperware, some kind of tray, can give you lots of time to work for really few cents. I know how much this did cost, maybe around the euro, or let's say you will pay for it $2. Okay, so but you have 8 meters of baking paper, so this should last you years. And these Tupperwares you can get for $1, $2, $3. So, and napkins, you'll have napkins around your house probably. Everybody has some, and if not, they cost a few cents for 50 or 100 pieces. So really a small investment, and it could really improve your painting. In my opinion, I did resist a little bit, but then I did try it out and was really surprised, because firstly, when I did research these wet pellets, I did saw some kind professional products. Of course, they are out there. They were specifically made for acrylic painters, not miniature painters, and they were really expensive. But then I tried out to make one for myself, and it gave me a really nice prolonged time to paint. So if you are struggling with the amount of time when you are putting your paint on the surface and while you can use it, then the wet palette is probably the best and only option out there that you can use. Obviously you can switch to brushes, but that is a whole another world or universe of problems and also procedures that you need to do. I'm mostly a brush painter. Yes, I understand it takes more time to paint a miniature with brushes, and with the larger models you could have problems, but at this time when I'm making this video, I'm only painting miniatures, and I'm not starting to paint any larger models like tanks and walkers and also ships. So, but that will be a video for another time, and when I get there I will try to give you my experiences, because this is the most important thing for me that I would like to share with you, to maybe save your little bit money and time, because trying out these different kind of slow drying agents, this is not a not cheap thing. I know this did cost me around 16 to 17, maybe $20 with shipping. This was around 8 to 9. So just to try them out and see that they are not working for you as you want it, it is a disappointment, but it's a learning curve. And yes, either you have the knowledge and you share it, and if you don't have the knowledge and don't make the time to find the knowledge, then you will make the same mistakes. And the hobby, for all intensive purposes, is an expensive thing. So if you can save money on making the right decisions, then it is all the better for everybody. Okay, so like I saw some videos when I started, did help me. I'm more than happy to share my experiences with you and maybe to help you a little bit out. So if you have any questions about these products, or maybe the Everlast wet palette, I did make a video, so you can check it out and see more information there. But if you have any questions, leave comments down below, and as always, have a nice day. Bye.